Okay, we have a Masione Bosch 18-volt lithium-ion compatible battery, 3 amp hours, so this is what they often call the fat pack, and this is an OEM, this is a Bosch slim pack, so 2 amp hour, 3 amp hour, you can see it's about 50% bigger. Similar color scheme, but a couple different things here. First is on the OEM pack, pretty low effort to get that little detent. This is what holds on the tool. Not a lot of effort to get that down. This one really have to push pretty hard. I'd say at least 50% harder, and then it still doesn't quite go all the way down, and you have to really jam it. I think most of the time the tool releases it by then, but you really have to jam to get that last bit. So that's one difference. And then the other difference is, even though the listing says there is a fuel gauge, I don't see it. I was assuming it meant a fuel gauge like this. So the OEM Bosch packs have this little 3 LED meter to tell you how much power is left. This does not have a gauge anywhere here. Doesn't have a gauge. Well, I was not able to find it. So not a huge deal. There's a number of OEM batteries, I'm sorry, non-OEM batteries that don't have that, and typically you can tell when your tool starts to slow down. So that goes on pretty easily, and from as far as I could tell, the power, I did a couple quick tests, but nothing seemed to be any different between that and the slim pack. Now here's where the release can be an issue. With these, putting them on is not a problem. Taking it off, because you can get your fingers on the back of this when you're using the impact driver or a drill. So pulling that off and on, not a problem. Again, you actually, even though it takes a certain amount of effort, because you can squeeze it like that with your fingers on this backside, not a problem. I have the circular saw. Now on the circular saw, you do not have access to get your fingers on the back side. So you basically have to, it's usually a two-handed operation where you're doing this kind of thing to pull it out. And it is pretty tricky to get this off. It does take a fair amount of effort. Unfortunately, that is the tool I would most likely use this on, because the circular saw sucks down power much more than this is an impact driver with a brushless motor. So this is actually pretty efficient. But more importantly, it's also pretty easy to swap the batteries out. So I'll put the rest of the information in the review, but thanks for watching.